Hey, what's going on, team? Man, how about these Game of Thrones episodes coming up, huh? Holy smokes. I'm so excited for it. Otherwise, we had an extremely close clan war. 89 to 87, 9 trips to 7 trips. And this was, we were actually pretty nervous finishing this war out just because our attacks, we just couldn't follow through with our finishing attacks getting those triples. We ended up pulling out the win, but it was definitely a close call, and these guys had some decent bases, real decent bases, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off into the first one. And this is going to be by Simpler. We'll go with that. And he's going to have basically a mass E-drag attack, but with a Queen Walk mass E-drag. Now, just the strategy behind this is awesome. He definitely put a lot of thought into this. It wasn't just like a spam E-drag attack. This was definitely very tactical and had a lot of purpose behind it. So he's doing that Queen Walk from basically that 12 o'clock down to 3 o'clock. He's going to work his way around clockwise. He's going to send those E-drags straight over the Town Hall, use that Warden's ability over the Town Hall, and then those E-drags are just going to push through, and he's going to keep that Siege Stone Slammer to kind of keep that funnel going, like we see a lot of the time with the majority of the air raids now. But, he came with just enough freezes, he had, he could have pulled it off with an extra freeze. But, it was very tactical. He was thinking about the layout of funneling those E-drags towards the center, and using those chains to take out all those different structures. So, very, very tactical E-drag, not a spammy E-drag, and that was a great attack. And here we go. Same guy, right? 2 triples in the same war. Awesome job. He's going to do a blimp E-clone into that area, and the E-clone, or the clone spells actually got the balloons, and instead of the Electro Dragon, which I think he was aiming for the Electro Dragon just because it would have taken out a little bit more structures. But from there, he suies the heroes on the Town Hall and gets a few other defenses. And then he's going to go in and do La Lune counterclockwise from about the 2 o'clock. And then just rotate through. Rage in the center against that Eagle Artillery and that Inferno Tower. Uses that Warden's ability, pushing through when that Multi-Inferno was targeted. And then uses a haste to finish it off. And if you guys noticed that, the Grand Warden, just came in clutch, and those hounds were taking all the damage, so it was definitely fronting all the damage for the loons. Great use of the hounds not popping on that back end at the beginning, and how they were able to last a while. That was huge. And this Iran Warriors, they definitely came in pretty strong. The majority of their attacks were still good percent as well. We just ended up coming up, obviously, with 2 more trips. I think the last 8 minutes we had like 5 attacks left, and we could only fit 4 in. But here's a triple by yours truly, and it's going to be a kill squad hog attack. And just like I say, every kill squad, this is my combo, man. This is like what I'm most comfortable with. I'm really digging this. So the big things you want to take out with that kill squad before you set those hogs is the Town Hall, enemy CC, the King and the Queen, and if you can, that Eagle Artillery and any Infernos. Obviously, those structures are usually the hardest ones to do, but if you're able to get that kill squad in there and then use a smaller set of hogs to finish up the surroundings of the base, it's easy. And one thing I will say I'm pretty proud about on this attack is the use of my heal spells. My heal spells were, I feel like, pretty perfect. Each Multi-Inferno that went around that backside, the 3 of those, I had a heal spell that was taking on that splash damage. And, it was just, I felt so good about this attack. And, it was actually during the start of the war, and, man, I love doing a triple and seeing, the camaraderie and everyone saying good job. We're a great team. We get along together and compliment each other. We help each other. And, just seeing that, it's huge. It makes me strive for more triples, let me tell you. I should have had a second triple. Accidentally forgot my Queen's ability. And if I wouldn't have forgotten that, then it would have been a triple because I time failed at a 94%. So this attack by Splinter, I'm telling you, this was incredible. He actually did it once before, and he actually missed his queen as well. But I mean, look at that E-drag funnel in so deep into that base to the point where it's taken out all those different defenses and structures to where the queen is going to be basically untouched except for by the enemy CC. And then he's got 2 drags in the wall wrecker that he put through. And then the queen's going to go in there and create that perfect L shape for those miners to just push through the rest of that base. Those E-drags, they were able to take out the enemy CC and a couple other structures there. He's got the tornado trap out of the way, not that it matters for miners, but... And then he's just got a simple L going through, and that queen is able to take out even more defenses along that line because it's only a 2-space center moat. And, yeah, he's going to push through with these miners. And, I mean, he's even got extra freezes as well. I mean, just the brute force of that kill squad and that E-drag funnel to go into that core there and that queen. I mean, yeah, this queen's finishing this raid at 100% health. And not to mention the warden and then all the extra miners. Extremely good planning for that raid and execution. Perfect. Yeah, I think together as a team, in our line chat, we're getting more familiar. We're talking a lot more. The merge, I think, is basically 100% complete, and we're just riding out these wins, and we're really excited for the next CWL. Hopefully, we're gonna get a great placing there as well. We're definitely shooting for top again. Excellence is what we strive for, so we're pushing for it. Here we've got a attack by Butlove, and he's coming up with a decent amount of triples. Not that I'm saying that I'm surprised or nothing, but the precision on his raids are incredible. Like, if you didn't notice this miner that was going through to take out some of those structures right on the inside to keep that queen funneled through. I mean, that is some high, top-tier quality gameplay right there. You cannot get that many other places. Excellent. And it's a bummer that warden didn't follow the archer queen, though. Nonetheless, he's got that queen going through the center, and then the miners are going from about the 4 o'clock counterclockwise, and he uses that king to funnel. And that archer queen is barely hanging on to a thread, and she's actually going to get taken out here in a little bit. But, I mean, you got these miners that are just pushing through, and then he's got another heal spell that's going to be pushed right about now, and there it is. And then finishing this raid with a decent amount of troops left. Those miners were taking a beating a little bit, but, I mean, look at that. 100% miners left up, king left up. And an excellent job. Yeah, the precision on that first miner to make sure that queen was funneling through that center, because there was only a couple structures on the outside compartment, was just great. Now, Extraordinary from Just Ordinary. Yeah, you see that little. I like that name. And this is actually a pretty fun attack watching this. He gets that funnel down, and he drops that siege right there just to get into the center compartment. I mean, look at how open that compartment is that he used that siege into. And then, just bowlers taking out a few layers of structures there, and the kill squad just pushing through. And he's got, by the time this kill squad is done, the base is going to be half dead. And huge structures are going to be taken out. I mean, that pathway that those P.E.K.K.A.s and the bowlers and the king and the kill squad were able to go through is incredible. If only that queen would have stayed in the center, that would have helped out even more. Because look at, the queen could have hit that far side Inferno and, a few other structures along that side. But needless to say, those bats came in and swept. He dropped the bats right on that wizard tower, froze it, and then those bats circled around to take out all those point defenses, and was able to make it around so that there's only 3 defensive structures left. And then from there, it's a wrap, because he's got all these. Can't even tell how many P.E.K.K.A.s. I don't know if he lost a P.E.K.K.A. there, But and then all the queen's ability unused. So, I mean, that was a combination of a terrible base and a great attack, and that's a recipe for overkill. Recipe for overkill. So great job. Now we've got Lightbringer. Okay, this is actually a very fun attack to watch. He's got a Queen Walk Lalo, and yeah, I mean, there you go. You know, he's got the funnel with those balloons on that far archer tower at about the 5 o'clock, and then he's going to send that wall wrecker in, and that wall wrecker is going to be in charge of getting into that compartment so that the queen can take out that multi-inferno, the queen, and then eventually it's going to get in there to the eagle artillery and all these other, I mean, those splash defenses right there for the loons when they go through is incredible. Now, one thing I will say is these healers are annoying as, I mean, not appropriate to say on YouTube. These healers are stuck on the ice golems 90% of the raid until the queen is back up right next to them. And then, what do you know? As soon as that queen pushes on, healers are back on the ice golem. What the heck? And then the Lalo is going to start in and move counterclockwise. Excellent raid. You know, Warden couldn't keep up with all the loons that were over the town hall, but they pushed around. And then in the meantime, we got those healers on those ice golems not doing anything. I mean, the AI on these healers is just, and it's hard to watch. Very hard to watch. But nonetheless, he gets it done, and he's got, you know, extra minions going through. Look at those ice golems, man. Yeah, well, at least we know those were untouched. And then, great attack. You know, that's frustrating, and he still pulled it off, so excellent job. All right, now here's German Tommy, right? This guy, I swear, is a P.E.K.K.A. Bowler champion. I feel like every single war, he's got a P.E.K.K.A. Bowler triple. Again, look at this E-drag chaining all the way into the inside there. And, I mean, that funnel that it's creating, I mean, that queen has no chance of going to the left-hand side there with that E-drag pushing in 2 structures, 3 structures deep, you know. And then from there, he's just going to rotate. He's going to queen walk those trash structures and the structures against that wall, and then push that wall wrecker P.E.K.K.A. bowlers through the center, and then those P.E.K.K.A. bowlers are, you know, rage. They're going to take out layers of defenses. Warden's ability over the town hall, pushing into that last compartment with the multi and the splash damage, and then it's just dominating this base. Those bowlers just pushing through. P.E.K.K.A. still, he's got 3 of them down there alive still. You know, probably 10 bowlers left. Just used, I mean, his heroes are still up. Excellent, I mean, overkill attack. Super overkill. I will say I was a little bit nervous on time on this attack just because of the structures that were left on the far side. That Dark Spell Factory and that Expo. But, you know, that center wall of that 4-compartment area was open, and that was a huge key in securing that 3-star there. So excellent job, German Tommy. Excellent job. All right, now the last one. We got another super consistent 3-star attacker here. We got Para, and this is another. I love watching these Lalo attacks. It's so precise, so much precision, and just. I mean, look at how far this wall wrecker gets for that queen to be, and the queen walk or charge going into this. This wall wrecker makes it all the way to the moat next to the town hall. And then the king has been funneled all the way around clockwise till about the 3 o'clock. And then the queen has no chance of going back counterclockwise. So the queen's going to charge straight through the center there. And look at the value she has in that center moat. That's incredible. So she takes out the town hall, gets a splash damage, she already took out the enemy CC, got one Inferno, is getting the enemy queen there, and then all that's left is that Eagle Artillery. Unfortunately, that the queen didn't go for that Eagle Artillery there, but she's still going to push out all of these defenses that are close to that center. And then the Lalo is going to start at about the 10 o'clock, rotating counterclockwise. Luckily, that last pack of loons goes in and takes out that Eagle Artillery, and then from there, that queen and the minions are going to play cleanup around the backside where those loons finish up those point defenses, and then he uses a 1 loon for distracting that wizard tower facing the opposite way so it doesn't focus on the big pack. And, that could have been a make or break right there. I can't remember exactly the time, but that could have been make or break on the raid. So excellent job, Just Ordinary. We really came together as a team. We worked together. The triples weren't exactly what we were expecting, but together, we pulled through. So, thanks, guys.